Hello, say hi to a happy day and enjoy listening while I read to you the story of Alexander the Great. Death of Alexander. In 323 BC, Alexander went back to Babylon, now the center of his empire. He started to make plans to conquer more lands in Arabia and North Africa. His best friend, Hephaestion, had died the year before. The summer was hot and humid, and Alexander suddenly fell ill with a fever, possibly malaria. His generals were waiting for the orders to put his new plans into action. But when they heard nothing, they knew something was wrong. Realizing that Alexander was close to death, his generals asked him who was to inherit his empire. Alexander just said, "Whoever is the strongest." A few days later, he died at the age of 32. At the time of his death, Alexander's empire extended 3,000 miles from Greece to India. Greece was united, and Alexander was regarded by the Persians and Egyptians as their leader. His huge army was made up of men from many different races, all prepared to fight under him. The Greek language and currency were used throughout the empire, and many new cities had been built and named Alexandria in his honor. Even today, the Egyptian city of Alexandria is still the second largest in Egypt and the country's main port, just as Alexander had planned. The building of such a vast empire was an extraordinary achievement, and the young Macedonian king would be known throughout history as Alexander the Great. Alexander's first wife, Roxanne, was pregnant when Alexander died. She had a son who became King Alexander IV. The young boy shared his crown for a while with Alexander's half-brother, but he was murdered in the power struggles that followed Alexander's death. The alliances that Alexander had built eventually crumbled, and his empire was torn apart. The ancient Greeks have influenced many aspects of our lives today. Ancient art and architecture inspires us, and many modern governments are based on the Greek idea of democracy. An evening at the theater is still a popular pastime. With modern theaters based on the ancient Greek design, and every 4 years, athletes from across the world compete at the Olympic Games for medals and glory. I hope you enjoy listening to the story of Alexander the Great, Death of Alexander. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to listen to more of our favorite book stories. See you soon!